VitaCast episode 109. We are back just a few days after recording episode 108, but hey, we do what we can. I'm Tyler Oltoff, joined with, as always, Kyle Wakeling. What's up, Kyle?
Not too much, Tyler.
Are you enjoying the dog wrestling sounds?
I am. They're not too harsh. I don't know what the listeners can hear at home, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, they probably won't hear much. But yeah, they're just wrestling on my bed right now. I might have to interrupt every once in a while just because they like to get a little carried away. And one's bigger than the other one, so, I gotta be that friend that just tells them to calm down for a second. So yeah, I might be a little distracted, but hopefully they'll wear out some of their energy playing right now, and in 10 minutes they'll just be sleeping. So anyways, this is the VitaCast. We talk about the Vita. My internet's down. I'm using my phone to record like we've done before in the past. My parents decided they didn't want to pay for internet anymore, and I'm the one that suffers. So, I'm doing what I can. We're here recording. Hopefully my phone stays working, everything goes fine, and we can get this episode out and for you guys. But anyways, Kyle, it's only been a couple days. Have you been playing anything new?
I have. I've been playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, which I am going to review. So,
but you said you weren't going to review it, and then like minutes later you said you were.
Well, we haven't been able to get in contact with Bandai Namco US for a while. We had a PR contact there, and then they just kind of disappeared. And the email, like, when you send an email there, you get a bounce back that says that this email address no longer exists. So I don't know what happened to them, but they screwed us over by going somewhere else, I guess. And so we didn't think we were going to get a code and all this stuff. And then kind of a little money situation kind of worked itself out on my part, and I ended up being able to just buy it. So there we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I've been playing it quite a bit. I put 5 hours of actual playtime in the game.
Nice.
And it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't completely understand everything yet because my Digimon knowledge is limited to from when I was a kid. But it's very Pokemon-like, and it's very cool.
Yeah.
I like the animations and stuff. I like the different Digimon you can get. It's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying my time.
Sweet.
And I've been playing a little bit of Steins Gate, but not too much. Played a little bit after we last did the podcast.
Yeah.
And I played a little, I think, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So, getting a little farther, but still not very far.
I gotcha. Is that all you've been playing since
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, alright. So for me, it's not much different than you, I guess. Like I said, I've been playing a ton of that Trails of Cold Steel game, and I still am. I played a little bit of it today, and then I was talking to you earlier about how to fix the Vita problem that's been going on, where it like gets stuck on please wait on the store, because that's my Vita's been doing that. So I just shut it off fully, restarted it, and it was able to get on the store, so I decided to buy Digimon as well. I played it maybe 10 minutes, and then now we're here recording. So the majority of my time has still been good old Trails of Cold Steel, so still in Chapter 5, god damn it. I'm trying. I am trying. I think I'm getting real close to finishing Chapter 5. Hopefully the next couple chapters are quick rolling chapters. I don't know. Each chapter seems to just drag on, so we'll see. But anyways, that's about all I've been playing, so let's jump into the reviews. We've got a few more here. So yeah, actually, do you want to read the first one? Because it's your own review.
Sure, I can go first. So the first review from last week is Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. It was reviewed by me, and I gave it a 2.8 out of 5, saying, quote, Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star is a game that takes the universe of the original and runs it over with a steamroller, taking all the depth out of it and starting at square one with an odd holiday theme. Unless you're channeling your inner Nikola Tesla in the land of eternal Christmas, I'd advise you look elsewhere for a good time. End quote. And yeah, that pretty much says it all. It's very flat. There's no like root system where you can kind of go off on your own and make your own choices and have them actually matter. And the story's okay, but it's birds, and you're completely ignoring the first game, so it's weird. I don't know.
That is weird.
Yeah. So if you really liked Hatoful Boyfriend, or the characters, or you're just some weird pigeon fan, there you go. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. What wasn't a good follow up, and the fact that it says Hatoful Boyfriend 2 on the Vita, like the actual bubble says that, kind of worries me.
That is weird. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Next up, we've got Oddworld New and Tasty. This was reviewed by Charlie. He gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Are you guys going to seriously growl? God damn it. Stop it! Yeah, I'm looking at you too. I'm trying to read a review here that people want to hear. Anyways, 4.5 out of 5. Oddworld New and Tasty. Reviewed by Charlie. He says, quote, "This ground-up remake manages to encapsulate the feel of the 20-year-old original and still holds its own against modern 2D platformers, showing how ahead of its time Abe's Odyssey was. Oddworld New and Tasty is a game that both fans of the series and newcomers alike will enjoy, so pick it up and jump into this strange and humorous land. This game is one of the best platformers in recent years." I said that sentence really weird. I apologize. Anyways, end quote. So yeah, really high praise for this game. I've been interested in it, but I'm a little too busy, and maybe one day I will. What about you, Kyle?
Nah, I'm not really a Oddworld kind of fan, so I'll stay over here with my Digimon.
I feel ya. Well, all right. So yeah, definitely check out the review. It's a really high review, so you should definitely check it out if you're interested.
Even your dog approves.
Yeah, you hear that yelp? That's because they're playing a little too hard. Damn you. Anyways, next review, Kyle. What do we got?
All right, next up is Lego Marvel's Avengers, which was reviewed by Paul. He gave it a 3.5 out of 5, and he said, quote, "Marvel fans, especially those that love the cinematic universe, will certainly enjoy what is here, but I have a feeling that they will long for more, whilst looking enviously at the console version. Ultimately, by trying to give us more of what we said we wanted, they ended up giving us even less." End quote. So it looks like Paul didn't get all he wanted out of the Avengers. They haven't lived up to their avenging title, and they should go home. I don't know.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It shows promise to me, is what I feel like. It's their first step into trying to give us what we wanted and more of a console feeling. So, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully, with the new one, the Star Wars one, it might be in the news later. I don't know if we have it in the news.
It is.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But there's a new Star Wars Lego game coming, and hopefully this Lego Marvel's Avengers is just like them testing it out, seeing what they can do, and hopefully they can improve on it when they do the Star Wars game. So yeah, I think it's decent. I haven't played enough of it, sadly. I've been buying too many games and not playing them, and yeah, but I've been playing a ton of Trails, so that's probably why. So yeah, anyways, read the full review, make your opinion then. We've got one more review here. It is Saturday Morning RPG. It was reviewed by Zach. He gives it a 3 out of 5, and he says, quote, "Saturday Morning RPG relies heavily on nostalgia, something that works if you're familiar with the 80s, but fails miserably if you aren't. It is a decent RPG with a few problems that will turn away hardcore genre fans, but leave something that the occasional fan will like and blow through with ease," end quote. So, I don't know too much about this, but it looks interesting. I don't know if I'd ever pick it up, but yeah. What about you, Kyle?
Yeah, it just looks like it's not for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the nostalgia factor is definitely something that I can see it bringing people back to, but I don't have nostalgia for that. So, yeah, I'll probably be skipping it. You never know, though.
Yeah. I gotcha. Well, all right, there you go. Those are the reviews from last week. Feel free to head to the site, read the full reviews, and perhaps pick up a couple new games to add to your backlog, or you're just looking for some games. And while you're doing that, we've got the new releases to talk about even more games. So, for North America, we've got Lego Marvel's Avengers. This is $29.99 in the US and $34.99 in Canada. I'm sorry, Kyle. You've got Saturday Morning RPG for $9.99. Crypt of the Necrodancer for $14.99. If you have PlayStation Plus, you can get it for a whopping $13.49. And Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth for $39.99 and Royal Defense for $5.99. Kyle, Europe, they have games. What are they getting?
They're getting games too, yes. They are getting Lego Marvel's Avengers for £34.99, €39.99 or €54.95 Australian dollars. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel for $34.99, €39.99 or £54.95 Australian dollars. Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is £9.49, €11.99 or $17.95 Australian dollars. And there's an additional 10% off for PlayStation Plus subscribers on that one. Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth, which is £34.99, €39.99 or $54.95 Australian dollars. And something I've never heard of called Unepic, which is £9.99, €12.99 or $19.45 Australian dollars. So
Interesting.
there we have it.
All right. What are you getting from those, Kyle? We already know you got Digimon. What else?
Yeah, I don't know. Royal Defense is a no. Saturday Morning RPG we already kind of talked about. Crypt of the Necrodancer, I don't think it's for me. I like RPGs and I like rhythm games, but that just looks crazy weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the price is a little too high for me if I were interested in getting it.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help.
Yeah.
And Lego Marvel's Avengers is just not my kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, all right. So yeah, I picked up Lego already. I have no interest in Saturday Morning RPG or Crypt of the Necrodancer or Royal Defense. So of course I've just got the Lego game and the Digimon game. So I'm all set this week, Kyle. I'm all set. So,
Nothing wrong with that.
All right. I also forgot to mention that there's a windstorm going on in Seattle right now, so hopefully the power doesn't go out. That would suck. But anyways, we've got some news to bring to you guys, so let's get right into it. First up, P-Cube have confirmed that they will be publishing Inti Creates Galgun Double Piece in the West sometime in 2016. The news affirms a tweet way back in August 2015 where Inti Creates had stated that they wanted to bring the game west and were starting the process of looking for a publisher. But now with P-Cube in tow, the game will launch in both North America and Europe sometime this year. Next up, Bandai Namco is bringing their World Trigger Smash Borders smartphone game to Vita 2, apparently. Coming out as Vita owners with a pure port, no major gameplay changes, apparently. World Trigger Smash Borders has you sending out units to take on Tryon soldiers, protecting the border headquarters. Good aim in mind for tactical approach will go a long way here, and you will have bearing on how battles play out. No word yet on when exactly this one will make an appearance on Vita, but seeing as how it's keeping the original gameplay style, it'll probably be free to play when it does. Next up, the first Wizardry title may not have had any fanfare on release, but that isn't going to stop them from tossing you another just 2 months later. Due out on February 5th in Japan, Wizardry Town of Imprisoned Spirits is coming our way via Acquire and has actually gotten a trailer out prior to release. Though oddly, it shares that trailer with the first title. For a look at the game, check out the post on the site or fire up those Japanese accounts.
Next up, it's fair to say we've been waiting for Civilization Revolution 2 Plus for a while. We started waiting before it was even officially announced, and I've seen a previously announced release date come and go once already. But it looks like they're going to make that at least twice. Here's the announcement in full, pulled right from the Facebook post. Quote, Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution 2 Plus for PlayStation Vita is now launching in North America and Europe later this year. The team is hard at work making sure the title lives up to fans' expectations, and we appreciate your continued patience as we take the time needed to prepare the title for global release in 2016. End quote. Later this year is a pretty harsh way to delay the game, especially when it was already proven that it works with the Japanese English release. One has to wonder if they forgot to translate it the first time around, or what exactly the problem is here. A delay like this is pretty unusual if you ask us. Anyways, that's all for now, but if you can't wait, you can always import the Asian English version from somewhere like Play Asia. Moving on, Mighty No. 9 has been plagued with delays since its successful Kickstarter campaign back in 2013, and unfortunately, the latest update via the campaign page has revealed details of yet another delay. We had been eagerly anticipating the current release date, which had been planned for early February, but now the earliest we can expect the spiritual successor to Mega Man will be spring 2016. In the update, producer Kaiji Inafune explained the reason for the latest delay stems from matchmaking in the various network modes. Inafune also referenced that developing for many platforms as another reason for the multiple issues experienced. Quote, "The reason for the delay is rooted in bugs inside the network modes and specifically problems with matchmaking. There are two large reasons for this problem, one of them being the large number of platforms supported. The solution for each platform is slightly different, and the other stems from the fact that the engine we are using is no longer being updated, which means adjustments for matchmaking and online code are being made manually and are actually reprogramming parts of the engine by the dev team themselves." End quote. Were you eagerly anticipating the February release of Mighty No. 9, or does the latest delay come as no surprise? You guys should let us know what you think of all this delay crap, because actually, I know what you think, but articulate it for us.
Yeah.
Moving on, the last time we brought you news on Nippon Ichi's Dungeon RPG was to inform you that the title had... Oh, what the hell? I lost the name there. The last time we brought you news on Nippon Ichi's Coven and Labyrinth of Refrain was to inform you that the title had been delayed. Over the past little while, we've had a load of upcoming PS Vita titles delayed, and not wanting to miss out on the act, the Japanese release date for Coven and the Labyrinth of Refrain has once again been pushed back. The reason this time, according to the developer, is to improve the game's quality. After initially being delayed to March, we now won't see the game running on our favorite handheld gaming device until June 23rd. For those not in the know, Coven and Labyrinth of Refrain starts off in a town called Refrain, which is home to a labyrinth and a curse. Those who are afflicted with this curse have their lifespans halved, and in the RPG, players will play as a magical book titled The Way of the Monster, guiding a witch around the labyrinth. Unfortunately, being a book and all, you aren't actually able to battle, but you can control dolls which were created to aid the witch. Now, if only June 23rd would come without another delay. Am I right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Bandai Namco has announced that One Piece Burning Blood will launch in North America May 31st and Europe on June 3rd. Those who pre-order the special edition will get Afro Luffy, Kung Fu Luffy, and Gear 4th Luffy as a bonus. Nippon Ichi have announced that a demo for their upcoming RPG, Hero Must Die, will be arriving in Japan on February 10th. While releasing demos for big releases such as this will come as no real surprise, the fact that you'll be able to embark on a full playthrough in the demo certainly is. Soon you'll be able to take the reanimated hero and live out his 5 days of life, using the resurrection from death at the Demon King's hands however you like. The full Hero Must Die experience will be releasing in Japan on February 25th, but as I said, the demo hits on the 10th. Bandai Namco have released new information regarding their upcoming action title Gundam Breaker 3, including details on the story and characters. The story centers around young people who partake in fictional Gunpla battles in an attempt to revive a declining shopping district. You'll be assisting Misa, who is the daughter of a Gunpla shop owner, as you partake in a variety of tournaments and other challenges against formidable opponents. But what about the characters? Well, Misa, she created a Gunpla team in an attempt to save the Iota shopping district, which is where she grew up. Her logic was that she could use the success of her team as propaganda for the district. Unfortunately, due to the lack of funds and a less that reliable team, things haven't been going smoothly. Kadumatsu, an expert in computer science, he works as a researcher for the robot production company Heme Robotics. In his spare time, he is the Gunpla battle team's support engineer. He also created a night gunlam support Robo-Ta. This cute little fellow was created by Katamatsu, the guy I just mentioned, I guess. He will be involved in Gunpla battles for the protagonist and Misa, who named him Robo-Ta. Karu, the voice of the Gunpla battles, she is the MC during each fight. Kamasi, once a teammate of Misa, he now fights for a different team. Uruchi, unsociable but skilled fighter for Sanari Mechanics. Mochizuki, another engineer for Sanari Mechanics. Will, the now it's regular names. Proprietor of the company Times Universe. Dorothy, a maid working at Will's house. Mitsuki, a student at the Okinawa Astronaut Training School. Misora, a childhood friend of Mitsuki. Rokuto, an active duty astronaut attached to the Kajima Rocket Production Company. And that is not all. We also know what that... Oh my gosh. Take two. And that is not all. We also know that a first print bonus for the game will be a download code for HD Gundam Barbota's 4th form. Gundam Breaker 3 will be releasing March 3rd in Japan.
Alright. Here we go again. NIS America has just announced that Stranger of Sword City has been delayed from its previously planned March release date, bumped to April 26th in North America and April 29th in Europe. Those fucking delays. Moving on. Idea Factory International has updated the website for Trillion God of Destruction with some new information about the characters. Let's jump in. Memon holds the Crest of Greed. As to be expected of someone holding the Crest of Greed, she has a selfish and brazen personality. She decides to fight the monstrosity known as Trillion as she wants to gain all the wealth in the underworld as the Great Overlord. Originally, her job role was to oversee the Gate of Hell, but she long ago abandoned her post in favor of adventuring for treasure. Reagan is a high-ranking fallen one who helps to train the overlords. He is a cool and calm veteran of combat with excellent techniques. Blade Monitor watches over the Valley of Swords, where the overlords test their skills. It is the Monitor's job to ensure that many beasts in the Valley of Swords do not escape. And Dark Blacksmith lives in the city near the castle. As the name suggests, she is skilled with strengthening weapons with magic and can also enchant weapons with special powers. And in case you were wondering if Trillion has any tricks up his sleeve, then wonder no longer. After inflicting a certain amount of damage, Trillion changes form to that of a serpentine being. Trillion God of Destruction is due in the West this spring. And it's been quite a while since we heard anything on 5PB's anime-sourced game, Real Wars, but they have now announced that it has officially been cancelled. Originally planned for release way back in November 2014, after various delays, 5PB has finally called time on Real Wars. Karuizawa Yori Setsui wo no Sete. Another one bites the dust.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Don't get us sued.
Alright. Falcom has updated their official website for Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana, with new details on the story and the game's protagonist, Adol Kristen. Adol is an extraordinary adventurer who wasn't Adol in the other one as well.
He's in a lot of them. I don't know if it's all of them, but a lot of them.
Anyways, interesting. Adol is an extraordinary adventurer who has had a great many adventures over his lifetime and has left behind over 100 volumes of adventure journals detailing his travels. The story in Ys 8 is from one of those adventure journals. Around the archipelago of South Greek and the waters of the Goeth Sea, Adol is abroad is aboard a passenger ship called the Lombardy. The ship is heading from Xandria towards the continent of Eurasia, but before it can get there, the ship is suddenly attacked by a huge monstrous creature and sinks. When Adol awakens, he finds himself on a glittering white sandy beach. He is on Siren Island, otherwise known as the Eternal Cursed Island. The island is one which has been untouched by mankind and so is fairly primitive. The native creatures are strange and have evolved separately from the rest of the world. The island does seem to have many mysterious ruins from an ancient civilization, though. Adol builds a drifting village for fellow shipwrecked passengers to live in, which allows them to defend against the mysterious ancients which are attacking them. It isn't long before Adol begins having strange dreams about a mysterious girl with blue hair who lives in an unknown world. There are many unanswered questions. Why is this island known as the Eternal Cursed Island? What hidden mysteries does the island hold? And who is the blue-haired girl who is appearing in Adol's dreams? Adol's new adventure begins. Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana is due to be released in Japan this summer. Vertex Pop has announced that We Are Doomed is heading to PlayStation Vita and has given us a date to expect it on. Don't believe me? Here's the short and sweet of their Tumblr-based press release. Quote, "It's official. We Are Doomed is coming to Vita on February 9th. Of course, it's a cross-buy game, so if you already own the PS4 version, you'll soon be able to enjoy it on the Vita at no extra charge. I'm really happy with how the port turned out. The short, intense gameplay is really a perfect fit for the Vita. From a technical perspective, I put a huge amount of effort into optimizing the game to look and play just like the PlayStation 4 version. In short, it turned out great, and February 9th can't come soon enough. Smiley face." End quote. The twin-stick shooter with a polygonal twist, We Are Doomed, is coming to the PlayStation Vita with what appears to be a huge amount of love and optimization put in by Vertex Pop. Who could say no to that? It looks like we might be getting our Skullgirls on pretty soon, according to new details in a recent in-action video by the series' YouTube channel. Details and a new video from Skullgirls' YouTube channel recently revealed that the Vita version of Skullgirls 2, Skullgirls Second Encore, has been submitted to Sony for approval, as well as showcasing the biggest flaws in the Vita version's release quality. Some long load times and frame rate issues are present in certain situations, but it looks better than some ports we've been stuck with for sure. Skullgirls Second Encore will hopefully be coming our way soon. We'll be sure to update you when that becomes more specific.
Alright, moving on. Eder Studio has announced they're bringing their physics puzzler Dry to Vita in early February. The follow-up to Dry with one eye, it features faster physics, new levels, and new character, but retains the same concept as the original for gameplay. You take 2 or more people and attempt to build the structure to a certain height collaboratively. This concept is augmented through the limited word bubble invocation, i.e. brilliant or help, making limited communication and seamless pairing to create a unique partner experience. Play across all platforms without lobbies and in 19 languages for the limited word bubbles when Dry hits on February 9th. The recently released 1454 megabyte version 1.01 update to Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Stars Vita version has integrated a bunch of much needed changes and fixes to the game, including the one that blocks the final extra episode trophy and gameplay. Update now and get to playing if you've been putting it off and are still in a holiday mood, or if you're missing that final trophy and 100%. It's a big download and ends up pretty big on your memory card, but what isn't these days, right guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys agree with me.
Yeah.
Anywho, Warner Brothers Games have recently been in touch to officially announce that LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens will indeed be the next Vita-bound LEGO title. Our press release tells us that, quote, LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens takes players deeper into the new film than any other game, with all of the heroic characters from the movie, including Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, Han Solo, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and BB-8, as well as Kylo Ren, General Hux, and Captain Phasma, while also exploring iconic Star Wars locales such as Jakku and Starkiller Base. This action-packed adventure introduces new gameplay features, including the enhanced multi-build system, where players can choose from multiple building options to advance the game. Gamers will be able to engage in intense new blaster battles for the first time, utilizing surrounding environments to drive back the First Order. Fans can also experience the thrill of high-speed flight gameplay through arena-based battles and dogfights in space, while using a multitude of vehicles along the way, including the legendary Millennium Falcon. End quote. LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens is set to come to a game store close to you on June 28th this year. Is the Force with you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. Can't wake up. Alright. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Now I lost where I was. Hold on a second. La da la la. Having a good time. Beep a doop a doop. There we go. Alright. A new detail dropped on the localized version of Grand Kingdom has revealed the game's Western release dates and a few other tidbits. Tactical RPG Grand Kingdom is coming west this summer. This much we've known for a few weeks now. What we didn't know, however, was when this summer, and would there be a limited edition until now. The $59.99 PlayStation Vita limited edition version will include the game alongside the following: Grand Opus, the official compendium of Resonail, full-color hardcover art book, 128 gilded pages, faux leather texture cover, 15-track original soundtrack with jewel case, parade poster. It's 28 by 5 inches by 28.5 by 14 inches. Transparent decal sticker sheet, 6 inches by 10 inches, and a collector's box. But that's not the biggest edition. For that honor, we got the 79 Grand Edition, including everything I just mentioned, and a Lilia poster, a cloth map poster, a 6 lapel pen set, 6 mini art prints, and yeah.
That's it.
If you're in North America and want to pre-order one of these limited editions or the $39.99 standard edition, you can visit the NIS America online store page. For the rest of us, though, we'll be holding out to drop our money on launch day, June 17th in Europe and June 21st in North America. Square Enix has announced that they'll be shutting down the free-to-play Japanese RPG at the end of next month, citing a lack of balance between development and capital as the main reason for the shutdown, and an internal consolation within Square Enix has led to the decision that they will be shutting down the Rise of Mana free-to-play service instead of letting themselves deliver less than satisfactory content for it in the future. Services will be concluding on March 31st, 2016, though the company has stated they will be looking into delivering the game in a different, non-free-to-play form. Weren't we just talking about this game?
Not too long ago.
Didn't someone ask us a question about, like, why is this not coming to Vita or something like that?
No, that's this next one, I think.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anywho, moving on. Mana out, mana in. Seems like Square Enix is all about the pervasive supernatural powers. Starting this week in the Land of the Rising Sun, you'll be able to pick up the Final Fantasy Adventures remake, Adventures of Mana, with fast-paced fantasy action gameplay and an anime-inspired storyline for PlayStation Vita. Those who want a Western release should check out the site for a post to that effect, but for the Japanese account crowd, it's out now. So yeah, I think that's the one we were talking about. It got Western release on iOS and Android, but no Vita version, and now people are bitching and they're kind of listening. So there you go. And moving on to the last bit of news. A new update for the recently released Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth will allow cross-region play. Bandai Namco Entertainment has announced that they'll be issuing an update to the Japanese version of Cyber Sleuth, enabling online play against players in North America and Europe. Additionally, Japan will be getting New Game Plus and normal hard difficulty options for battle, features already included in the Western release. The best part, the update is available now, with a small complimentary update for the West in tow. Time to get digital. And that's the news.
Whoop whoop!
Whoop whoop.
We did it in record time.
I don't know about record time, but we did it.
If they don't know.
if they don't know, they won't come.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anywho, moving on. Now that we've done that, as usual, we move to talking points, and we have announced release games we're looking forward to from the week. So, of those 22 items we just talked about, what looks good, Tyler?
Okay, of course, Star Wars, the Lego game. Oh my god, when I watched the trailer, I was just grinning the entire time. Ugh, and then I had to, like, quickly go to the Vita Lounge to make sure that we had posted a story and, like, that it was coming to Vita, and I saw the pictures, and I was like, yes, yes, yes! Everything's just making me so happy. So, god, I'm ready. I am ready for that game. That's it, Kyle. That's all no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Also, One Piece Burning Blood. Yeah, I'm interested. I probably shouldn't be because I can never finish games. I still have the other One Piece game that I bought like a year and a half ago and haven't beaten that yet. So I should really try to beat games before I get excited for other games. Also, I don't really know much about Galgun Double Piece, but I need to look up some stuff on that and see if I'd actually want it. Because anytime a game gets localized over here, especially if it's a game like that doesn't seem like it ever would come over, I like to kind of, like, if I have a little bit of interest, I'd like to support them and be like, yeah, there's people out here that want this stuff. Keep it coming, like, just show that the support's there because they're supporting us. So, also Civilization Revolution 2. One day I'll get it. Maybe if they stop delaying it, we'll see. I guess. Stranger of Sword City. I don't know. I looked up some stuff on that, and it looks interesting, but I'm not sure if it's a game for me. So that I have slight interest in it. And then Ys 8. I enjoyed Ys Memories of Celceta. I never beat it, but I think it's because I waited too long to like actually get into it. So now where I'm at, I'm completely lost and I have no idea where I need to go. So I'm kind of just like, I don't really feel like playing it anymore. I wish I just kept playing it, so I would have been able to beat it. So if that one ever comes over here, I'll be all over that, like something that's all over something. So yeah, what about you, Kyle?
Alright, well, I'm with you on Stranger of Sword City. I'm kind of interested, but I'm kind of not. I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. And Galgun, I think that's the one I'm interested in. There's one that's kind of named like that, and I don't have any interest in it at all. And I think I've mixed them up a couple times in the past. But yeah, I think that's the one I'm interested in. It's kind of pervy though, so you might not be interested in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll see. Like I said, I need to look up some more stuff about it and see if
Yeah,
it's
look up all the stuff, Tyler.
Alright.
Yeah, aside from that, One Piece Burning Blood, I keep talking about these One Piece games just like Tyler keeps not playing the first one that he already has. And I would have grabbed the one in this recent sale, but I ended up getting Digimon Story and Lost Song instead, so that's what happens. But definitely that. I have my eye on Trillion, although since you kind of talked about playing it and some other things I've seen, I'm kind of on the fence about that one as well, so that kind of goes into the same category as Stranger of Sword City. What else do we have here? Oh, Hero Must Die demo is coming out in Japan, and I want to kind of try that because I'm thinking that one might make it over, I think. I don't know. I kind of want to try it anyway.
Yeah.
So that's on my kind of to look at list. Ys 8, that's definitely on my to get list if it comes over, and probably even if it doesn't. And there was one more, I think, here. Maybe. Nope. I think that's it.
Well, alright.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there's quite a few there, but yeah, a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in kind of have to wait for news. I think it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Well, that's all good and dandy then, right?
It is.
Well, alright. So, I forgot to look up or ask for questions.
Well, I asked, but I didn't get any responses because
Awkward.
we asked so late, and then
Yeah. That's our
nobody's
fault.
paying attention, guys.
Yeah. That's our fault. But anyways,
Well,
I wanted to do
part
something. I want to do something fun here, Kyle.
Okay, what do we do?
Since Liam just abandoned the podcast and he gave up. I'm kidding. He's busy. He's a busy guy. His schedule doesn't work for our schedule anymore. But anyways, because we haven't been able to do guess that game, we're gonna do guess that game with no competition, Kyle. I just want to see if you can get this. Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
This is a collection of 3 action platformers in which players assume the role of assassins as they fight across the Templar Order. As players traverse...
Assassin's Creed Chronicles.
Yep, there you go. Look at that, Kyle. You would have gotten a point. That was fun, wasn't it? All
Yeah,
right.
super fun.
All right, here we go. If you don't get this one within... Let me read it in my mind real quick. All right, if you don't get this in the first sentence, you deserve to be slapped, okay?
I might deserve to be slapped anyway, Tyler.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to get it, so don't worry, okay?
Alright.
This is an action game in which players lead one of 5 shinobi factions through battles on a mysterious island.
Senator Estimate versus.
Yep. I want to read more of this, though, because it gets dirty. So I'm just going to skip most of the crap in the middle, which just talks about typical Senran Kagura crap, but here we go. Some gallery images depict female characters with exposed buttocks. Pictures sometimes depict characters groping at breasts. The dialogue also references suggestive sexual material. For example, quote, "Please, kindly, may I grope your boobs?"
My kind of game.
You already know who says that, Kyle.
Katsuragi.
Yep, and then here's another one. And, quote, "You're rubbing it all? Ah!"
Yeah, that's definitely my kind of game, Tyler.
The words fuck and shit appear in dialogue. So if you're not sold by that resounding ESRB description, then why are you even listening to this podcast?
Pretty much.
Well, that's good. Good times, Kyle.
Good times indeed, Tyler. Can't wait for that game.
I got that urge to play the Shinobi Versus. I need to get back into it, but this Trails review and playthrough has been taking a lot out of me. So,
anytime you're practiced up on your Shinobi skills and want me to kick your ass on multiplayer, just let me know, Tyler.
I'll be sure to let you know. Well, all right. So since we can't do guess that game, we kind of did it there. Yay. We're gonna go to check this out, Kyle. So what should we check out?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna pull from the sales here because I don't really feel like putting too much thought into this, and the sale price is pretty good. So if you are in North America and you are hearing this, you should buy J-Star's Victory Versus Plus. It's on sale for $9.99 right now. It's regular $49.99. That's like ridiculous amount off. And yeah, you should buy it because it's pretty sweet. I haven't got totally into it, all the way yet, but I've played some of my favorite characters, and ooh, it's just so good, Tyler. It's reminding me very much of Dragon Ball Z, but kind of more badass because it's not, I don't know, so cheesy.
Yeah.
So, if you enjoy kicking the crap out of other characters in games, or just beating up on anime characters because either you hate or love them, with both valid reasons, by the way, get J-Star's Victory Versus Plus. It's on sale right now.
Sweet. All right. Well, there you go. That's another game I need to play more of. God damn it.
All the games, Tyler. I need to play more of all the games.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, lots of games to play, lots of things to check out. So yeah, this was kind of a shorter episode. We wanted to catch up. We missed a ton of episodes, just lately if you didn't listen to the last episode. But anyways, we should be hopefully back on schedule. Sadly, my internet's down for who knows how long, so I'm going to have to be using my phone. So hopefully doing this whole process doesn't eat away at my hotspot stuff, because I only have 7 gigs, but if not, we'll be hopefully staying on a regular schedule. So anyways, with that said, it's time to get out of here, Kyle.
Sounds like a plan, Tyler. Back to Digimon for me.
Ooh, I might do that too for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, if you've got listener mail or comments, contact us via mediaservices@thevitalounge.net. You can find everything we talked about today at thevitalounge.net, including any mentioned news, reviews, featured articles, and store updates. We also have a community forum and a magazine. The Meg is available both digitally and in physical copies. You can support the site and get physical copies of the magazine via patreon.com/thevitalounge. You can follow us on Twitter at the Vita Lounge. I'm at Mr. PSVITA Reviews. Kyle is at Teflon Tactics. We're also on Facebook. Just search the Vita Lounge. We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/loungeplay, now with more videos. Thanks to Kyle. Always thanks to Kyle. This podcast is available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, YouTube, and via direct download on the site. So go subscribe to us on those platforms. Rate us, let us know how we're doing, and that is it for episode 109 of the VitaCast.
We'd like to thank Tyler's dogs for, coming in on us with this episode.
Yeah, they were good guests. They're staring at me still like, what's up? Like, take care of us. And I'm like, podcast first, then I can take care of you.
You got your priorities straight at least, Tyler.
That's very true. All right, we're out.
Out.